Hey there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Carrie with Blue City Pickin, and if you are new here, I am a part-time reseller exclusively on eBay that goes around to estate sales, yard sales, local thrift stores, and today the Goodwill bins to see what I can find to flip for a profit, hopefully. I spent, let's see, $52 at the bins today, which is not too bad. 35 of that was on clothes, and then the remainder was on hard goods. So I did pretty good on the hard goods then. I usually end up with a round cost of goods of about $1 when I go to the bins, unless it's like a heavy bag and shoe day, which I have had those in the past, but in general, I'm right around $1 per item at my bins. The other thing with my bins is that they do weigh clothes and linens. So that's how I know I spent $35 specifically, and that was at $1.95 per pound. But they do not weigh hard goods. So like if I find dishes or things like that, usually it's like 50 cents, $1. And if you buy toys, usually they'll like bundle the toys up a little bit so that you're not paying a ton for like an entire set of something. Like I bought a whole bunch of Hot Wheels there one time, and I think I spent $5 or $6 on almost an entire cart of Hot Wheels because they were like, oh, that's all Hot Wheels. I'm like, this is great. So my son had the time of his life. I think I will start with the clothes and then we'll move into hard goods. If you are not a clothing seller and you're not interested in the clothes at all, I will put a timestamp in here on when it gets to the hard goods, so you can just go ahead and skip to that part of the video. But I hope you stick around and see all the awesome things I found today for $50 whole, or $52.12. The first thing I found on the clothes was this Corona jersey. It is in like new condition. It is vintage. I'm not familiar with this tag or brand, but it is a size large. I did look this up while I was there, and it looks like it'll sell for around $20. If you're new here, my goal is usually about $15 on average of profit any week of sales. Some things, like when I pick it up at the bins, if I get like a $10 profit, I'm pretty happy with that because of the low cost of goods. So $20 on a t-shirt that I probably spent less than $1 on would be great for me. The next thing, somebody handed me this. This is a Tahari, 100% linen, 1X, like lime green top. It has the sleeve buttons where you can roll them up and buckle them. One of the ladies there was saying, oh, this is so bad. It stinks if this is too big. And I'm like, well, I'll take it if you don't want it. So that should sell 15 or 20. Next up was this little Athleta cropped long sleeve sweatshirt. I know this is an older tag. It is a size medium. This will probably be bread and butter, which is like anywhere from $10 to $15, which is also okay with me. I did pick up a couple of kids' clothing items that I was gonna set to the side for when I go back to Once Upon a Child. The first thing I picked up was this adorable little skirt. It is by Sesame Street, and I just thought it was too sweet to leave there. The next thing I picked up was this Janie and Jack sweater vest. Thought this was too cute. And then I think this was the last thing that I picked up. This is a t-shirt, and it says, beginning to look a lot like Christmas in July, and it is crew cuts. So when I find the nicer brands for kids' clothes, I do pick them up. I don't go to Once Upon a Child that often, maybe twice a year. So I'll throw everything in a bin. And I usually go at the beginning of spring when they started really taking the next season's worth of clothing. And then I will go again in the fall. Do I get big dollars there? No, I don't. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the life of a reseller. Next thing, this is Matilda Jane. This is like a reversible vest. Thought that was cute. It is women's and it's a size medium. I have bought Matilda Jane women's stuff in the past. It has sold okay, but you know, 100% cotton, bread and butter, I'm fine with that. The next thing I picked up was this brand called Fat Face. I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then it said, made in Turkey. The company was from the United Kingdom. And so then I went down to look at the brain problems material tag, and it is viscose and acrylic. So then I decided to look it up because it's a really pretty purple, nice heavyweight fabric, very forgiving cut, and it looked like they were selling from anywhere to 20 to 25, so I went ahead and picked that up. Next up, I picked up this I didn't even realize I picked this up. Coldwater Creek, size medium. It is a silk and cotton blend. That's why I picked it up. And it has this really pretty embroidery on there. And who doesn't love an embroidered cardigan that is silk and cotton blends? Hopefully 20 to 25 on that one. This was a brand I was not familiar with. It is called Workshop Clothing. I have not looked this up yet, but it is modal, and it is a very loose fit sweatshirt. It has the slits up the side. I may end up keeping this for myself because it is my size. But it was so stinking soft and felt so good. I was like, if I can get bread and butter out of it, if I decide not to keep it, that is great. Next is a 1X. This is a women's, like buffalo check red, like loose fitting top. It is, I know it's St. John's Bay. I know that's not St. John, but it is a 1X and it is 100% cotton. And I just thought that was really cute. Heading into the fall, there's some pin tucking on the this, so I just thought it was super cute. Went ahead and picked that up. I also picked up this Banana Republic, which I don't always pick up, but this was silk, cotton, and cashmere. It is a purple sweater. It was a V-neck. It is a size extra large. I did not see any holes or anything on it, so if you give me a silk, cotton, and cashmere V-neck, I will snag that pretty much all day, every day, and that should be bread and butter. I actually picked this up for me. It's like a washed out tee. It is Lucky Brand, size large. It probably weighs like 2 ounces, so it didn't cost me hardly anything. Next thing I picked up may end up being for me or my daughter. My brother is getting married next weekend, and trying to find things that my daughter will wear is like a nightmare. But this is called, the brand is Socialite. I'm not exactly sure, but it was a really cute like boho floral dress. I don't think the fabrics were that great, but yeah, polyester. But it's a ditzy floral print, super cute. Didn't cost much, so I went ahead and picked that up for her to potentially try on. And then the other thing that I picked up that I thought was kind of cool that she may actually like and will want to wear. These are pants, but look, they're like fancy pants. They've got like a satin sheen to them. Not a brand I'm familiar with, Giovanni Testi, but they are a 34 regular, which should fit her and be a little bit of a loose fit like she likes. So if she wants pants instead of a dress, we have options. Next thing I picked up, oh yeah, this was cute. This is a vintage sweater. This is Susan Bristol, never heard of it. It says made in Hong Kong, but it's this really lightweight knit, hand embroidered. So if you look around the neck, it's hand embroidered. It says 1997, but this is definitely like a beachy sweater. Let's see if it says the fabric. Nope, it do not, but I couldn't leave it. I had to save her. I thought she was cute. All right, next. Oh yeah, this was really sweet. Not familiar with this brand either. It's Ein, but when I looked it up, I didn't actually look it up, but when I looked at the fabrics, it's 100% cotton. It's a size large. It's a really loose, pretty black top. So somebody will be wanting a closet staple, and that fits the mold really well. This might be for me as well. This is a J. Crew Perfect Fit tee. It's a long sleeve, just gray t-shirt. Love that. Can't fail picking up the J. Crew there. This I might keep for myself as well. I've been trying to find more pieces to wear to the office over the summer. This is just a Lauren Conrad blouse, but I thought it was really cute. It's a nice color. It's got sheer sleeves, so kind of nice for the summer, but we'll see if I keep that or not. Next item, y'all are probably like, why did you pick up such weird stuff? Yeah, it's because it brings me joy. Okay, this is J. Jill. It is definitely a looser fit, but I have had luck selling the larger size J. Jill. This is a size large. Just has some really fun detail on it, so that'll be bread and butter. All right, next is, this is I think it's a Caribbean Joe. Yeah, this is Caribbean Joe. It's a flowery shirt, size extra large, super cute, has all of the Caribbean islands all over it. So I went ahead and snagged that. Let's see, I didn't even realize I put those in there. Cool. Oh my goodness, this is the fun of when you check out at the bins and you're like, I didn't even remember I had that. Okay, this is a fun, this is Kato, but this is a women's size, so 14-16 women's. It's just a really cute top with some sequiny and fun details on it. Very cute. Probably bread and butter on that too. And then what's this last one? I think this is the last piece of clothing. Yeah, okay, so this is a Banana Republic size medium, long sleeve top. I think I picked it up. Oh, it's rayon. Yeah, I don't know why I picked this one up. Have mercy. All right, living my best life, ended up with some extras. All right, I did pick up a couple of pairs of shoes as well. So like I said, we are going to my brother's wedding this next weekend, so I picked up these little dress shoes for my son to try on, and hopefully they fit him and he's a happy camper with that. The next thing I picked up, ooh, these might be a little crusty, we'll have to see, is this pair of Coach loafers. They're like you can't really see it, but they have the signature, there it is, signature C on it. I did not see what size they were. Let's see, they are a size 9.5B. So, I mean, all the other shoe resellers were super aggressive today at the bins. So I don't know why they went past these, but I went ahead and picked them up just for a couple bucks. And then the last thing I picked up was this pair of plain white Converse. These are for me. These are a size 9, which I was shocked that they had a size 9, but they were in really nice condition, white. So I went ahead and snagged those. And I think we're into the hard goods, and I'm already 15 minutes into this video. So this might be a long video. So if you need to, get your water, hydrate, as some other YouTubers say, it's good for your soul. And let's keep going. Next, I had forgotten I picked this up too. This is from the Barrington collection. I picked it up because it was a puppy and he was in really good condition. So probably just bread and butter. And then I don't know why I picked him up, but hello, Ernie. I'll put him in my bag of little bitty things that I pull together and then I make lots with later. I guess we can keep going with the toys. I found, I think on the last rotation, I found, I think most of the little people like parade train thing. Yeah, here's Aladdin. And then I found, oh, wait, here's Tiana's flower. And Tiana's right here. And I found the princesses that go with it. So we got Snow White, Tiana, Jasmine, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I know Belle is in here somewhere. There's Rapunzel, and I swear Belle is in here. Oh, there they are. Ariel and Belle. So I'm hoping I can lot all that up and get, you know, 25, 30 for all those pieces. I'm sure I missed a piece because some people were just aggressive. But there was one lady, she's like, oh, you like that? I was like, yeah, I like to sell the toy stuff. And so she handed me a number of pieces. Next thing, I picked up a couple of wooden hangers. I do hang my coats and stuff in a closet. And so anytime I can find wooden hangers, I grab those. Next thing I picked up is a couple of plush from Raya. And The Last Dragon, I believe, is the name of the movie. It's like Tuk Tuk, and I don't know the name of Sisu, maybe, the name of the dragon. But I figured I could lock those up and hopefully get bread and butter there. Picked up this little guy, little puppy. I did look him up. The brand is Natto. And it looked like they sell pretty well. He is gonna need a bath, but I have a laundry basket full of plush that need a spa day already, sitting in the other room. So I will add this to that. What is this brand? Living Textiles. I'm not sure, but look at him. He's a little dinosaur rattle. His name is Taylor T-Rex. I think I've picked up one of these before and her name was like Violet Bunny or something like that. So I picked him up. He needs a bath too. This is Dandy. Says My First Easter. And then Cookie Monster. Right. I'm gonna have to pause and I will be right back. All right, let's keep going. I found these Temperware by Lennox, microwave oven safe. The print appears to be Merriment, and these are like bread plates. I looked them up. Looked like the lot of 4 were selling for about $25 to $30, and like I'm not scared to ship these. So I will probably list them for that. Next, I had some fun Christmas finds. I'm such a dork. All right, the first thing I found was this vintage wreath. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? He's like the little parachute material snowman. He's supposed to light up. I have not tested him yet. He is from Jet General Ink from 1993. So I couldn't leave him there. I will test him later. I also picked up this Hallmark snowman. I don't think it says what year. Nope. This says Jan Karen on it. But fortunately this one doesn't like light up or anything, and it looked to be in good condition. So I picked him up. I think I looked him up and he was like 20. It's really hard to comp Christmas stuff in July for me. Just because it doesn't usually sell as well in the summer as it does the rest of the year. I couldn't help it. I picked up this little Lisa Frank like sticker thing. I don't know if it's worth anything. I don't know what it's from, what year or anything like that. So, oh, it says, I think it says August of 2022. I don't know if it's worth anything, but you know, never leave a Lisa Frank behind. Found this little baby doll. I've been selling creepy baby dolls for a while. This one's from 1994, City Toy. I think I just sold my other City Toy that I already had. These usually sell for like maybe $10 with an outfit on, which is totally fine by me. I found a Bagolini. I do sell Bagolinis. I like selling Bagolinis. Usually they're just, 15 to 20. You don't make a ton on them, but they are a nice brand to pick up. Let's see. Man, I just picked up some random crap today. I did actually go through all this beforehand. All right, this is an Apple iPad keyboard. I am going to try to test it. The last time I had one of these, it allegedly did not work from the buyer, so I just refunded them. But we have one that this should be able to be tested on, so we will try that. I also picked up a couple of watercolors for my kiddos. It is summer, it is hot, and they are destroying everything. So yeah, we picked that up. I also found, this is English Bath Cube by Ben Ricketts. It is old, it is still sealed. Looked them up, bread and butter probably. All right, next, thought this was adorable. This is like a little kid's toy. It's by Hape, H-A-P-E. It is Pepe and Friends. I think I can probably get 25 or so out of this. This just goes into a box and goes on its merry way. So not a big deal to ship that at all. Next item I picked up was this Thinsulate New with Tags hat. It is made in the USA, size small. It has like the ear flap in the back, so it probably won't sell fast, but bread and butter on that baby as well. Oh, some more home goods. So this, I think, we'll go 50% sure that these are Pier 1 chargers. I have to do a little bit more research on it, but look at this. They're like beaded detail on these chargers. There was a whole pile of chargers. I went through them all. I pulled a bunch of them out. I comped them all, and these are the only ones I held on to. But there are 2 of them, so there's not a lot. But if somebody's looking to complete a set or build something out for these, they're worth it. And if they are Pier 1, this right here should sell probably for about 30 for the both of them. But I could be underpricing it. I don't know. We'll find out. You'll see it on a What's Sold. If you haven't watched any of my What's Solds, come on back for my What's Solds. Those are fun. I'm enjoying doing those. I've amped it up to twice a week because I've been selling more due to the summer of sales. Not my phrasing. Amy from Thrift Adventures, who has no clue who I am, she coined the summer of sales, and I am taking it to heart this year. So selling more quantity, trying to really hit my goals as far as getting stuff out of my inventory. This is so cute. It is Elmo. It has a bunch of letters in it. So it's a learning toy. I thought it was cute. I don't want to open it because all the letters will fall out, but this looked like it was selling between, 15 and 20. I picked up a CD for my kid. Don't judge me. Picked up a Lululemon bag for my other kid because she likes those things. I found this brass vase. It says made in India on the bottom. I actually have a lot of these that I was going to add this to that have been sitting for probably about a year. And then today it sold. I can't make this stuff up, guys. So I will start a new lot with these brass faces as I find them. I just think they're really pretty and I like to save them. Next, I did somewhat flip out when I saw this. It's Little Tykes. Pretty sure this is fun with food. I don't know. It's missing the top part, but I got excited when I found that. And then I found the muffin tin. I found a pot. Found a plate. A lid to a pot that's doesn't fit this pot, but okay. A measuring spoon, but I'm not sure this goes with this. A rolling pin. And a pepper shaker. No salt, just pepper. So I was excited to find some vintage Little Tykes. It's the stuff that brings me joy. So I picked those up. I have no idea what they're worth. I just bought them. And here's another fun thing that I picked up. You might know what this is. I'm gonna have to like try to keep my kids from stealing this. So this is Play School. This is from 1995. This is the vintage one. It sells for about 20 to 30. I've sold it before. So I'm just excited to have found it, and all the other resellers that were there just like go past these things that I find love in and that I find. So don't be turned off at the bins by the crazies. I didn't fight anybody for any of this. Nope. And I still found some fun stuff. Next up is a Mary Meyer teddy bear. I wasn't going to buy it. And then I was like, well, I can price mine reasonably and it'll go faster. Bread and butter. He's cute. He's going in the bathtub. All right. Found La La Loopsy, which I normally would not have picked up. However, she had both of her shoes. She had her full outfit. She had her little bibby. And I looked her up. She's La La Loopsy Littles from, I'm blind, so I can't see. I need to put my glasses on. So she was selling from like 15 or so. So I'm like, yep, we'll get her. Then I also picked up some vintage, I know this is bizarre, right? Like, but I find joy in things other people leave behind. Vintage, like new old stock, like velvet ribbon. I saw a couple lots of these selling like 20. So if I got 20 for all of this, I would be perfectly content. In keeping with the holiday theme, I saw these and I had to get them. I know it's ridiculous, but these are from 1997, y'all. Happy Easter. Look at these little window clings. Da-da-da. And da-da-da. Those brought me joy. And then I'm gonna bundle it with Easter egg glitter critters tissue hanging decoration. Look at this creeper. Does that not make you want to go jump out the window? And when I say jump out the window, I don't actually mean that, please. I'm joking. And I'm on the first floor and it would do no damage. So anyway, Easter lot, thought that was fun. And I don't know if I'll throw these in there too, but I love these little Easter tree ornaments that I found as well. And then this is a repop. So this is not the original Fisher-Price Play Family Farm. I actually have one out in my garage right now that I need to get listed. But this is the case, and then it came with some folks and some things inside. It looks like it sells for about 20, so I went ahead and snagged that because I love Fisher-Price, and I really love vintage Fisher-Price. It's a problem. I recognize my problem, but I'm not going to do anything to fix it. All right, I found some stickers. Found Ron John stickers. I found 30A stickers. Do you know what 30A is? It's like Fort Walton Beach, Pensacola, Destin, that area. And I actually found 2 Yeti stickers. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I was like, well, those are interesting. And so many people around here have these on their cars. So I may just list these. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that was it. I mean, that's a lot. I think I've been talking for like almost 30 minutes. So if you hung around till now, oh, I lied. Look, I might keep this as stress relief for my day job, you know. Because, you know, I do this part-time. This is not my day job. My day job is much more stressful. Ooh, this is fun. That's joy right there. I may have to edit this out or not. If you like this kind of content, I would genuinely appreciate a like and a subscribe, and help me get to my 1,000 sub goal that I've got going on. Hope to see you again on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.